Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to take you through two back-to-back regionals that I went to. The first one being Atlanta, and then we went to Milwaukee. I still hate the fact that they only give you wristbands for regionals nowadays. But yeah, we made it to Atlanta first. The first thing you always want to go grab when you go to the regionals is your swag. So I went to the swag line, picked up my playmat and the promo card. This time around, it ended up being another Larios playmat and a surfer, the exact same thing we got for San Antonio. But then after that, I always head over to the prize wall, see if there's anything that I want to get. This time they had a lot of plushies. So I called my son and I asked him which ones he wanted. And of course, he chose the two most unique plushies. I'll show you guys in a bit which ones he wanted. But I had to go over to the side events and play some side events. And this is everything that I got on the first day. So we got this Deoxys. He wanted that one. He called that one the robot. And then I don't even know the name of this Pokemon, but he wanted also a alien. That's what he called that one. With the leftover points, I got 4 packs, guys. 4 packs. And this is what I pulled. The first pack, nothing. Second pack, I think, was also nothing. I always get lucky on the last pack, I'm telling you guys. But third pack, nothing. And then finally on the last pack, from 4 packs.
Oh, wait. Oh, let's... Okay, that's not bad. I don't know, special illustration. Oh, and I annoy Verdi X. Let's fucking go, man.
I ended up pulling the SIR Iono. So yeah, really happy with that pull. I actually ended up setting it because I don't play this artwork. And at the venue, they give you pretty decent prices, percentages for these type of cards. So I ended up setting it there on the spot. But still really cool that I opened this just for playing a few side events. I think I only played like 3. I only paid for 3, so 30 bucks. And I pulled that card. So here are the medals that you get if you place in the top 3 for the main event. I swear one of these days I will win one of these. Hopefully, I feel it. I feel like I'm getting progressively better and better at this card game. And that's my goal right now, is to one day win one of these. That and to get invited to Worlds.
All right, guys. So just finished Friday here. Didn't do much testing, to be honest. I kind of, every time I come to these events, I just get so excited about all these like side events and the prize wall, and I kind of forget what I'm really here for, which is the regional. And I didn't really get to practice much, and I did something kind of dumb where I switched decks like 2 days before the event, and I've been playing this deck non-stop. I really like it. I'm playing Blaziken, Greninja, Zoroark. It's a deck that I saw Azul post a few days ago. I first saw it at a glance, and I was just like, that deck is... I just kind of brushed it aside. I didn't really think much of it. But then I played against it when I was playing Dragapult. And the combos that they were able to pull off, like, they beat me. I was playing Dragapult, and I was like, okay, I think that's the deck Azul shared. I like it once I finally played against it. So I went back to that post, copied the list, played it, and it felt amazing. So yeah, on TCG Live, I've been playing it, and it's been feeling really good. So I'm not gonna let today's games kind of skew me away from playing the deck. So still gonna stick with it. I like the deck, and yeah, that's what we're doing. But today we did side events, and I didn't do well at the 8-person pods. I lost both of them, but I did do well in the build and battle kit. I got 100 points there, and then 40 points total from the 2 8-person pods that I did. So I got 140 points. I called my son just to show him the prize wall, and he liked 2 plushies, which I've showed you guys. One of them was the Deoxys, and the other one, I don't even know the name of that Pokemon. It's some sort of cactus looking thing. But he called them, I want the robot and the alien. So I got him the robot and the alien. And then I got myself some Paldean evolved packs, and I ended up pulling the SIR Iono, which was pretty cool. Pulled like the main SIR from the set. I was aiming to pull the Magikarp, but yeah, today was fun. I enjoyed it. So now I'm gonna go eat with some friends. I think we're just gonna go get Panda Express. I only slept in the plane, because my plane left at what was it, at 6 a.m. And I just couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited for the regional that I was playing my new deck all night pretty much. Felt good. And yeah, I didn't sleep until I got on the plane. And I literally, as soon as I sat down on the plane, I passed out. And then I didn't wake up until we landed. So that's all the sleep that I got last night. So today I definitely need to rest a little bit better. But I didn't get much practice. So I'm probably going to go eat with some friends. Then afterwards, I'm going to go. One of my friends invited me to go to the hotel, but it's kind of far. So I don't know if I'm going to end up going there. I might just do my own thing and do what I usually do and take my car rental to a Planet Fitness, sleep in front of the Planet Fitness and shower there. So yeah, I might do that if it's closer. We'll see. But I'm just gonna practice in my car. I'm gonna play on PTCGL. Get some more games in because I wasn't able to practice in person, and we'll see how we do tomorrow. But yep, that's it for today. Let's see how we do tomorrow.
All right, so it's the day of the tournament, and before we headed over to the venue, some friends and I decided to go and get some donuts. I always love exploring the areas. Whenever we go to these regionals, there's always a bunch of unique type of different food options you can get. And today, we ended up finding this really cool donut place. They had a bunch of different options. They even showed us here how the donuts get made. It was really cool, and they were actually very delicious. So I was really happy we stopped here. All right, guys, so I parked very far away. It's 8, so I have 30 minutes to get to the venue. So I need to hurry up. Hopefully I don't get a round 1 loss. We'll see, because yesterday, I think I'll make it. I'll make it right on time. Round 1. The deck felt really good. I popped off my first game. I was playing against Terrapagos Zoroark, which they started the Terrapagos both games. I 2-0'd them, and Terrapagos is a pretty bad Pokemon to start with against my deck because Greninja just one-hit KOs it, and both games I was able to Rare Candy Greninja my second turn and knock out that Terrapagos. So yeah, after that it was just 2-2-2 both games, and I always took the first 2 prizes. So felt really good, actually. I'm really happy with the deck choice. So far, it's going good. Let's see how it turns out the rest of the day. But for now, feeling good. Let's go into game number 2. All right, round 2 just finished. And I guess it's time for me to retire as per Azul's instructions since I lost to a poison package. It was the Archarodon poison package. Game 1, I had 3 basic Pokemon in hand. And I did the classic mistake of just benching 1 when there's a poison package in the metal right now. Usually on PTCGL, I always bench 2, but today, I don't know, I guess round 1 I was feeling so good. I liked my hand. My hand was pretty good for me to start, but I won the coin flip chose second, and yeah, it happened. He just donked me turn 1 going first, and then we went into game 2. Game 2 was a little bit better. I went second, and I actually also started the Torchic, so it was even easier for him to knock me out with the poison package, because the first game I had started the Frogadier. No, I don't even know what this basic is for Greninja, but yeah, I started that, so it was a little bit harder, but he was able to get there. The second game, I didn't have any other Pokemon. I only had the 1 Torchic, but thankfully he wasn't able to knock me out. He did get the 3 damage counters on the Torchic, and then on my turn, I was able to fill up the bench a little bit. But yeah, I just wasn't drawing really good that second game. It was close. I would have won had he not won the turn that he won on. I would have won that next turn, but unfortunately, I Ionoed him to 2 cards, and he drew into the secret box, which allowed him to basically get what he needed, because he also had the Fez on board. So he had the secret box, Fez'd, used the secret box, and got exactly what he needed to win the game. So yeah, unfortunate, but we lost game 2, and yeah, just need to make sure we don't lose another one. And if we do, yeah, it's gonna be tough from there, but we need to go 6-2-1 to make day 2, so hopefully we can make it happen again. All right, so
I got paired into the same deck again, and I'm getting very annoyed with this poison deck. Oh man. First game went very well. I went second. They weren't able to donk me going first. So I was able to pop off, and I just never let them get an Archelodon out. I was able to Greninja twice, Monkey Dory to move damage to their Duraludons, and just knock them out before they turned into Archelodons. So yeah, game one was very good. They scooped it up before the game even finished. We went into game two. They chose first, and I started the lone, what was it, Frogadier or Froakie? Froakie, that's the state, the basic. So I started the Froakie, and they were able to basically donk me. They were able to get everything they needed. They had Carmine, and they squawked. So yeah, they had everything they needed. Going into game number three, I decided to go first. I was like, you know what? Can't let them donk me again. Let's go first. Usually, my other game, at least the one that I got dunked, I had like double buddy pop in, so I was gonna set up fine. But in game number three, started the Froakie, but this time my hand was full of energies and like evolution, Blaziken. So yeah, they proceeded. I just attached a water energy to Froakie, pass, and this time they're going second, right? So they were able to play all the supporters they needed. I don't even think they played the supporter, to be honest. They just, they started Squawk. I think they had double Ultra Ball. They Ultra Balled for the Latias for free retreat. Then they Ultra Balled for the Pokemon that you attach the tool to. And then they Squawked, and then they got the other Pokemon that they needed. So they didn't even play a supporter. They got there, and they just donked me. So double donk game here. Really sucks, because I feel like if I'm able to play the game, I should be able to beat them. But yeah, can't do nothing about getting donked twice. So unfortunate. I now lost 2 games, so can't lose anymore. Sucks being in this position early on in the tournament, but here we are. All right, guys, so I am now officially out of the tournament. Finished round 5. Round 4 ended. It went into time, so I didn't get a chance to record how it went. But I played against Dragapult in round 4, and I was able to beat them. It was a long game 1, and I won it. But game 2, we didn't get to finish it, so that means that I ended up winning the whole set. Game 5, I played against Raging Bolt. That was another deck that I was considering bringing, but I had already played it to a regional. I wanted to like play something new, so I didn't bring it. But I thought it was a good play. My deck has it should have a good matchup in theory. Fortunately, I wasn't able to get there in any of the games, but in game 1, I was able to attack with Blaziken a few times, and I was Ionoing, right? So the last turn where he won, he had 1 prize left. I think I had 2 left, and I was gonna win the following turn by just attacking into the Raging Bolt again, because I had attacked into it, but he didn't get knocked out. But he was Ionoed, so he couldn't attack. He had no energy on the board. Or wait, did he have energy? I think he might have had energy on the board, because when I Ionoed him into an energy retrieval, and then his top deck going into his turn was Boss. So he used the energy retrieval to attach to the Teal Mask, and then he attached manually to the Raging Bolt. So I guess he did have an energy, and then he bossed my Fez, and that was game. So yeah, it's crazy. My Ionos seem to have no effect on my opponents, but that was game 1. Game 2, it just kind of went bad. Raging Bolt now likes to go first, so I decided to take first away from him, and I went first. And as expected, he didn't really set up going into his first turn. My first turn wasn't too great either, though. I was only able to Ultra Ball. I started off with the Torchic, and I Ultra Balled for a Froakie, and then that was pretty much it. But on his turn, he didn't attack, but he was able to put 7 Pokemon onto the bench. So going into my turn, I was able to set up pretty good by playing the Morty's Conviction. Discard a card, draw 7, and then I did draw into the trolley, so I used the trolley setup. But yeah, we just couldn't quite get there. He was just I wasn't able to Iono him this game, so he always had like his full hand, and it always had everything he needed to take double KOs, and he just was ahead of me in the prize race. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened in that one. But yeah, I'm not even mad about that loss. I'm just more so still mad about the damn Archaladon poison decks. I'm really mad that I lost to that deck. It really does feel bad to lose to that type of deck. It's pretty toxic, hence the poison package. So yeah, I already dropped, and I guess now I'm just gonna go do side events and try to get some prizing. Maybe see if I can get some more packs and pull another big card. We'll see. But all right, see you guys.
All right, guys, so day 2, I did end up winning a booster box of Paldean Evolved. Didn't end up opening this one. I sold it at the venue, but here's my deck list. Here's all the Pokemon. I'll let you guys pause if you guys want to see the full list or have a better look at it. But here's my trainers. Played 4 Arven, 3 Iono, 3 Mortys, 2 Boss. Then my energies, 4 Waters, 3 Fire, 2 Dark. My items there, 3 Buddy Buddy Puffins, 4 Rare Candies, 4 Ultra Balls, Precious Trolley, and then here's the full list if you guys want to pause and take a screenshot. But next up was the Milwaukee's Regionals, which I did not want to give up on this deck because, as I mentioned, it felt really good. The only issue was that I got donked in that last regional, so I want to play it back again here at Milwaukee's. We did end up getting an Airbnb this time, which honestly, I really enjoyed this experience of getting an Airbnb. I would definitely do this in the future with if I start going to more regionals next season. Because yeah, the Airbnb splitting the cost wasn't too bad. It was about $100 each, and we each got a room. So yeah, wasn't too bad. It was very comfortable and it wasn't too far from the venue. For this regional though, we actually drove there and that drive was like 16 hours. It was horrible, but we made it. Here was day 0. This is before the actual day. Again, we just get a wristband, but here's a quick look at an empty venue. It's always more empty on day 0 than it is on day 1. Day 1 is always impressive how many people there are, but we're making it over to the swag pickup line as always. And this time, I'm happy to announce that we got the Iono Belly Bolt and a Briar card here. I was actually really happy we got the Iono because I wasn't sure if we were going to get it, but we did, so that was cool. And then the prize wall was again stacked with plushies. This time, though, I didn't actually get a chance to do much side events because we did end up doing pretty well this event. But here's everything. I did like that they had like a catalog of all the items that you could get from the prize wall. Some of these stuff wasn't even on display, but if you asked, they definitely had it. And this was also the first time that I saw video games as part of the prize wall, so that's kind of cool. One of these days I might actually end up trying to get Arceus because I don't have that game from the prize wall if they keep doing this where they put games on here. But they had a pretty good selection of ETBs, pretty good selection of packs. So yeah, overall the prize wall was pretty cool. For pack selection, if you just wanted single packs, they had Twilight Masquerade, what is that? Stellar Crown, and Paradox Rift, which is kind of interesting that they didn't have the Battle Partner set. But for the first day, I actually did end up getting some Evolutions, or some Prismatic Evolutions boxes. I hadn't picked this one up. Somebody had it at the venue. I actually got this one from Danny Phantom, the YouTuber. He was there and it was pretty cool meeting him. I actually did end up getting his autograph. But unfortunately, this box was not too great. Again, Prismatic Evolutions continues to just suck for me. I never get any good pulls, but I continue to try to pick it up. Because I'm delusional and I love gambling, and I feel like one of these days I may end up pulling a God Pack, but that'll probably never happen. But here I am. Every time I see Prismatic, I still always have to pick it up if I find it for a decent price, which it was decent here. I think it was under $10 per pack if I remember correctly, which is why I picked it up. But yeah, this ended up being a horrible collection box. All I did was pull reverse holo Pokemon pattern cards, which I think I ended up going back and selling to him probably for not very much, maybe $1 if that. But yeah, for this tournament, I ended up not recording how my rounds went each round. So I just have a screenshot here of all of my matchups. Round 1, I went up against Dragapult Charizard, ended up losing. That one felt a little bit tough. Round 2, I went against Raging Bolt, which feels really good. And then Joltik Box again feels really good, which I was mad that I lost to in the last round of that day. And then I played another Raging Bull tied to our Chaladon. Beat Zoroark. They just bricked that game. And then I beat another. I ended up getting revenge against Dragapult. So yeah, I was very happy with my performance that day. The deck was feeling very good. As I mentioned, that's why I didn't want to give up on it. I knew it was good, and I'm still playing it to this date. The Blaziken Zoroark. Now, I did remove the Greninja package. But Greninja felt very good for this tournament. But yeah, after the event, we ended up finding this really cool market that had a bunch of different like food options. But the main thing I was looking for, because I heard Milwaukee is the cheese state and I love cheese, is I was just looking for some good cheese. So I went through this whole market, finally found a spot that had some, seemed to be pretty popular and had a bunch of different options for cheese. So I ended up picking up around $30 worth of cheese, and I had no regrets. This cheese was delicious, especially this goat cheese with honey. That honey there on the left was so good. I can't wait to go back to Milwaukee this season to pick up some more. But day 2, I ended up doing pretty well. I tied my first game against Goldango, which I was actually kind of mad because I have a good matchup there. Won the next 2 games against Gardevoir and Terrabox, and then I ended up losing against EVBox. But I ended up in 135th place, which if I would have won that last game, I would have made top 64 and actually got in a full booster box. But I ended up only getting half a booster box of Journey Together. And let's go ahead and take a look at what I pulled here.
Dude, I've gotten so lucky with my packs at regionals. I hope I get the Clefairy or something.
No, you will.
Yeah.
I'm almost done. Yippee is wrong.
Cloud Sign. Worse. Okay. I'm not going to work.
I gotta go. That's what he said.
Oh, we got some. Oh my fucking god. I did not need this one. No. Oh.
It's beautiful.
Got me so excited. I thought it was an SIR. Watch, it's gonna be the last pack. It's always the last pack, and I pull something crazy.
What, the Dunsparce?
Huh?
Another big Dunsparce?
No. That's scary. Oh, we got our first real hit. Or I guess that was a real hit too. That was it, right? For that one? Dude, these packs are horrible. Iris Fighting Spirits. How much is that one?
Please meet your judge at the on-demand waiting
Got a
area.
Zacian. I got another. Oh my fucking god. The same one.
You gotta play it.
Alright, the SAR is gonna be here like always. I hope. I don't think it is.
Attention video game standard players.
I think there's a regular
Your round
yet.
3 pairings are now available.
Yeah.
Video game standard players, your round 3 pairings are now.
So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't keep up my streak of pulling the SIR on the last pack, but at the end of the day, I was very happy with my performance. That was the best I had ever done at a regional, and we ended up getting some pizza afterwards, which was also delicious. This is a deep dish pizza, and I loved the amount of cheese on this. When you pick this up, just look at all that cheese. It was I just can't wait to come back to this place either next year or this season. The place was called Nancy's Chicago Pizza, and I would definitely recommend it. Definitely going to be heading back there next year. And we also stopped by, got some fried pie from Arbuckle Mountain Fried Pies, which really surprised me how good it was. There was even like a spot nearby to just get on top of the mountains and get some nice views in. So we stopped by, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Definitely probably gonna stop by here again if we go to Milwaukee, although I definitely do not want to drive, so we're probably not gonna stop here this season because we're definitely gonna fly. I do not want to drive 16 hours again. It was horrible. I think 9 hours would be my max to drive to a regional or an IC, which is the amount of time it takes to get to New Orleans. But they had this really cool zip line here, but unfortunately, nobody was there. We couldn't get on it. Had somebody been there, I would have definitely checked it out. It looked pretty cool. You probably could get a nice view there. But here's the final deck list. I did make some changes. Here's my Pokemon. I don't think my Pokemon count changed at all. That stayed about the same. I did have the Petrant, which I didn't have before. So that is new. The Petrant was definitely the VIP. 4 Arven, 3 Brock Scouting, which I didn't have, 3 Iono, 2 Morty's Convictions, 2 Boss, and 1 Turo, which the Turo is also new from the last regional, 3 Ultra Ball, 3 Rare Candy, 2 TM Evos, and then here's the other one of items. And then for my stadium, I played the Jamming Tower and the Artizone. Energies is 3 Waters, 3 Darks, 2 Fire, and 1 Psychic, which didn't really come into play. That was there for a Clefairy EX, which I ended up removing from the list, but yeah, overall, very happy with this list.